Afternoon, evening. Hey, Billy.
Ready when you are?
Is that really a bit overdue?
Probably. Yeah, I feel like pretty honest in our performance levels and what we could and should have had maybe, but listen, it's the levels. Obviously, you get what you get. But yeah, I feel like it's been coming, but equally you need to stay on top of the performance levels, and I think the big one today was just finding a way to win. I think that was really important. First half was a little bit helter skelter at times. I felt like the opportunities they created, some of which were our own doing, and I thought in the second half we managed the game better. So overall, it's a good day for us.
Up to 6th as well. Must be all the time.
Yeah, we're in a good place. Clearly, 6 with 3 games to go is not a bad position to be in. So yeah, we should enjoy that. We should embrace that, and yeah, let's just keep pushing for the last 3 games and see where that brings us.
What did you do to get there to manage the game better in the second half? Was there a specific change at half time?
I just felt I felt we needed to have a little bit more of an edge in certain situations. Definitely defending set pieces, controlling transitions a little bit better. The positioning of 1 or 2 players that we just slightly tweaked to curtail some of their strengths, especially when we went 2 goals up. And obviously we changed then when they went to a back 3 and took more attacking players on, and Bowen went more central. So yeah, I feel like there was a few tweaks on our part, I suppose, on my part, but then equally and probably more importantly, just the evolution of the group and the maturity of the group and the way they're going. Kristoffer Ajer coming on as well, senior player. There was a few parts to it, I suppose.
With Josh on at the end, which was obviously a really nice moment, the fans were nagging you to do it. Did you take that on board? I
have to be honest, I didn't have any idea they were nagging me. Yeah, I really didn't. I was probably too zoned into the game, but I think it was always at the back of my mind, could we get him onto the pitch? He's obviously making his way back, and he's been a hell of a journey. So it was nice to be able to get him into the game, and it's obviously a very, very special moment for him, an emotional moment for him. I got quite emotional looking at him coming into the pitch, and then with the fans afterwards, and obviously in the dressing room after the game again, really, really emotional, special moment for Josh. But everyone attached to it as well. It's he's a very special human being.
Well, you think can have an impact still for Brentford going forward?
Well, if Josh was one of my favourite players at Brentford, and I was looking from afar in years gone by, and I've really liked his company over the last couple of years behind the scenes. He's a very intelligent young man, and his ability isn't in doubt. We just need to keep Josh fit, and I think the rest will be absolutely fine.
Nuno sort of mentioned that he will watch all the games and he'll watch Tottenham with everything that impacts them. I just wonder if you're the same, and were you specifically watching the Forest Villa game, cheering for Villa? No, that may open up another place into Europe.
No, not really. I'll have a day off tomorrow, and then I'll walk my dog. I'll spend some time with family, and if I feel there's a game on, or if we move on to Man City, who's our next opponent, obviously then we'll start looking at that. But no, I won't be transfixed onto that. I can't control anything that other teams do. So no, I wouldn't be that way inclined. I'll probably keep an eye on the result.
22 Premier League goals for Igor Thiago now. What more can you say about that?
Yeah.
Already?
I'm running out of superlatives, to be honest. He's just been immense, the way he attacks the game in every facet. He's the one who triggers our press, the intensity in which he goes, the fight in which he shows. Immense in both boxes. He gets the headlines for the goals, obviously, but there's a lot more to his game, as everybody knows.
And it's sort of nice. You had 5 draws in a row, so maybe this is kind of, people might have been sort of thinking that you were going to slide out of contention, but again, if maybe prove one or two people wrong with bouncing back up to sixth?
Yeah, we've tried in every one of those games to win. It was different circumstances in one or two. A point was probably a good result. Leeds away springs to mind because of what we had to deal with going into the game. It's a few bits and bobs going on behind the scenes and with players. But we've approached every game to try and win it. And the reality is we haven't been able to do that, clearly. But yeah, today it was really important that we just found the way.
Did you feel that the two West Ham strikers were maybe lucky not to be sent off?
Yeah, I think there's been a few comments in and around the dressing room around some tackles and some bits and bobs that were going on, but I purposely haven't looked at it back. I think my biggest thing today is the fact that we've won the game. I'm so happy we've been able to do that and deserve to do that. And Josh has been the biggest bonus for me today. So, yeah, there was a little bit going on. There was a little bit of ego for sure. The fact I've been asked about it on a couple of occasions now probably suggests one or two of them possibly were a tad naughty.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you, everybody.
Take care.